All right, what up, everybody? How we doing today? Happy Sunday, guys and girls. All right, YouTube, Facebook, what up? Kick is not live right now. I don't know what's going on with my Kick. I'm having all sorts of issues. First things first, they're not paying me, and I'm trying to deal with that, and they're saying they paid me and they didn't. And then now it's like not letting me stream to the platform. So I have no idea. Nonetheless, they haven't paid out about $1,000. They say they have. I have the receipts. I'm dealing with some customer service person that is like not customer service, and I don't know what's going on. But yes, David rip Drake. He died this weekend. Drake's dead due to Kendrick Lamar. And I mean, we'll see if he can come back from the grave on this one, but nonetheless, it could flip back. He could absolutely slay Kendrick. It's all about who's telling the truth at this point in that game. Yeah, nonetheless, this rap battle is actually fucking insane. Let's switch screens to everything that's going on here on Play Apex, because they are showing, I'm assuming, something new. Probably stuff for season 21.
And I get to play with the pieces.
This might just be the altar.
This world is so fragile.
Trailer.
How adorable. They've locked the door.
I mean, I don't know if dropping in like that would have worked with fall damage, but and a good team, but it's all right.
I'm gonna take this. You're clearly done using it. This cat and mouse game is getting boring. Time to end it.
Hope you're not expecting a thank you.
How tragic. I've ended worlds. What is
Pretty cool
one
finisher.
measly legend?
Oh, that's the check I was cashed for? Oh my gosh. Rushing home right now. I've watched every game. Well, you got lots of time before finals. This is going to be the solos tournament coming up. Finals will start in like 3 hours.
This bird's got fangs. Took down some prey.
I watched all the final circles and stuff from yesterday, and like as much as I could find that were like highlights, but I was working, I wasn't able to watch. Whoa, the new POI updates look crazy.
Hi again. Ready for the big finale? This place is kinda nice. Might stick around for the fireworks. I just hope the end of this world is as fun as all the others.
Interesting. I hadn't seen that trailer yet.
Season 21, Apex fans. It is here, and it is right around the corner. But in this solo showdown that we're previewing today, what does it all mean?
Nice work,
What are we
Sel.
gonna
That's what's
see?
up.
Well, creators,
Congrats, bro. What's up,
favorite
Connor?
streamers
How are you, brother?
and content creators from around the world
Bro, I
have
found a
all
couple of
meet to
things
the
I'm
stage
sending you.
to vie
Oh,
against
shit.
each other
So sick,
1v1
and I
in the new
immediately
solos
thought
mode.
you
But
needed
it's not
them.
the
Sending out
solos you remember
tomorrow. Oh,
before.
man. Thank you
You'll
so
be
much.
able
I'm
to
stoked. I'll open it up
heal
on
if you don't
stream.
take damage for long enough. You'll have kitted weapons when you land in. You'll
Wait, should I open it up on
also be able to
stream?
tell if a third party is coming by a
Never know.
visual message.
I'm assuming
on
it'll
your
be
screen
stream
if
friendly.
Somebody is within 50 meters. I know, changing the game. Also, you'll be able to revive if you have a terrible drop up until the 4th round. All of that means it should be competitive. It should be fun, and you should get excited about playing it. But right now, get excited about watching.
And
maybe,
they are like really
maybe
hyping up
get
solos.
excited about some of your favorite content creators in the building. Right here. Uh-oh. It's the movement god himself. Mr. Fade is in the building. Make some
Shit,
noise
fades
for
at
Fade.
land? This is actually dope.
And
This is actually
we got
so
Tifa
dope.
Jesse as well, right next to him. Fade, he's locked in. He's getting ready to go. He said, I can't do interviews, man. I got to win this thing. But Tifa, how are you feeling being a part of the Solos mode? Are you excited that Solos is back in Apex Legends?
I'm very excited, and it'll be an interesting game.
You seem locked in.
A little.
Okay, Mike. Thank you.
Get locked in next to this guy, right?
No, very intimidating.
You know, Tifa and Fade are at so many community events for Apex Legends. Last time I saw them was the Esports Awards, but it's awesome having content creators like you in the building. Thank you guys for being here. And we still got some more. Make some love again for Tifa and Fade, everybody. But, you know,
who's sitting beside them that gets no love?
I like Kravers.
Who's sitting beside them that gets no love?
This girl is on the team. Many of you don't know, this girl did an ALGS broadcast.
Who was sitting right beside Tifa and got no love?
With the earphones right now, but we got Lulu Lovely in the house. Can we make some love for Lulu Lovely? Make some noise. Lulu, you know, they call you the Kraber Queen. This is a mode where if you get a Kraber, things could go well. Is that the game plan today?
Oh, I don't know about game 1, but game 2, if I find a Kraber, it's over.
Now, are you excited to just be in this energy, the building? We were talking yesterday, the fans here, it's an electric experience being at the Split 1 playoffs, right?
I mean, I'm nervous. I think this seat has already been filled with sweat, and it's going to be filled with more sweat when I'm done, so.
I don't know who it is. I don't know what pro was sitting here before, but, you know, we got to talk about it because Lulu's seat is messed up. Lulu, always great to see you. Good luck today. Give it up for the Kraber Queen, Lulu Lovely, everybody. All right, now, the question, what's up, Drone?
Have I played with Lulu? No, I've fought her many times.
So many friends, so much family here in the building. The real thing, though, is will talent take the cake here? We got Onset, we got Vicky, we got all these people, but we got the Queen of Apex South here, Lace representing. Make some love for Lace. Lace, you know, you're representing the talent squad. This is a big deal for us. How do you feel you're going to do against all of these incredible players?
Well, that's why they call us talent. We can do everything.
Wow, I mean, I should have said that. You should be doing my job. In fact, you do my job. You were amazing on the desk as well. Lace, again, what is it like just being in the environment of LA at the Split 1 playoffs?
It's just been absolutely crazy. Like, just have this long-ass plane flight over here and then be able to experience this, plus Apex, plus a new season, plus all the content creators and the wonderful crowd. It's been absolutely amazing. I've been loving every moment.
Well, you've done so well, and good luck today. I think you might need it. If I was in your chair, I might need it as well. It's going to be a hard lobby. Lace, everybody, show some love. Listen,
no doubt, and it's solo, so it's going to be sweaty as fuck.
To talk to as well.
I do, yeah. And Vicky's just putting away her phone now, but hi, we have our own Vicky Kitty participating. Now, I did see that you want everyone to play Alter in the last match.
Yes, I did. We want to showcase some Alter gameplay here. It would be so cool if this entire lobby runs Alter and then I just jump in with Bloodhound. No, okay. I'll play definitely Alter. We have to see. You can't reveal too much for the opposition.
Out of the people in the ALGS,
yeah, do we want to
who
see
you want to be wanting and owning on the reg? I don't know.
All right, now tell me, do you have any secret stats or anything that you're going to be pulling out for this?
Yes, actually. I did a lot of research. This is actually the answer.
I don't know.
All right, good luck. You're only representing the casters here, no pressure.
Who are some of these other creators?
The boys, hello. Get off your phone. Hello. All right. So, how are we feeling? Are you guys going to be like screen sniping each other, or?
Yeah, 100%. Dan's really nervous because he thinks that he's just going to have a nice game, and he's also a little bit like worried I'm going to drop on him, which is probably going to happen. So we'll have to. I wouldn't really do that. I won't do that to you. It's fine.
He's literally been threatening me for the last 2 days. Saying, I'm going to drop on you, we're going to fist fight. So I said, can I not sit next to Onset? And where have they sat me? Next to Onset.
Okay, so this is like a lot of casters and stuff. And then what?
Gino.
Fade,
We saw
Lulu,
Not to leave the
Tifa.
DMs here, but Onset did say he wanted everyone to get into the circle and just be friends. Do you think that's going to happen at all?
No.
We're already friends, so I don't think we need to do it in game as well. I'm going to shoot you.
All right, okay, we need to get screen dividers between all of you. This is a mess. Oh my goodness. All right, now I think, you know what? I think there's a very special someone that I want to talk to. Now, how many
I know
girl
what you're
fans
saying.
do we have in here?
How many what fans?
Hello?
Girl? Oh.
Hi, how are you? Good. Okay, so obviously you're so good in a team environment. We played ranked together too, so I already know you're super skilled, but how do you feel about the first solo showdown?
I actually played solos a long time ago in 2019, Twitch Rivals, and I got top 10. So I really like solos. I like playing solos and team.
Yeah, so you got a taste of that, but this is a little bit different. Do you think that you're going to use your respawn token before round 4?
I'm gonna try not
Respawn
to
token?
use my respawn token too much. Maybe just to get evos up, but Yeah, I'll try and stay alive and
Respawn
win.
tokens. So there must be like
Do you have anything
something
you wanna
else
say to your opponents here?
involved in the
I wish
solos
everyone
mode
the
that I
best of
don't know.
luck. Try not to be nervous if this is your first
I haven't
time
like
playing on
looked at all the
stage,
solo stuff.
and
Maybe I should.
have fun.
Here on
I
the
love
other
that. You're so
screen, I'm gonna
positive.
check
We love it.
out.
Can we hear it for girl? Thank you. Yes. Now, Rain Day, I believe you have something else you want to talk to us about.
And you know, while we are in Los Angeles and we are doing a solos event, make some noise, guys, and get excited. The truth is that Apex is all about the community. So one last time, everybody in the Galen Center, get loud, get excited, and listen it over to our casters.
That doesn't say anything about it.
All right, guys, let's do this. But I do have to say, I'm kind of jealous that we're over here in the booth and not actually on the stage.
It's actually hard to get Apex Legends information these days.
For us.
It's a better look for you. Those glasses are looking phenomenal.
I'm certainly hoping, however, that from our perspective, where we'll get to observe the gameplay along with all of you here, that we'll get a better look at what the next
So there's a
season is going
respawn
to be like,
token,
since, of course,
and you
we're
get
gonna be playing
one.
solos, but I'm
Back in the
definitely
day when
looking
solos
at
was
how
a
the
mode,
legend and the map changes
you didn't have like respawn tokens or anything like that, but you could find a gold knockdown shield, which you could self-revive using. So
50 players. We're going to go ahead and pull up the rules here shortly.
Interesting.
Because for me, I thought there was no rules. I heard there's potential collusion, a lot of casters that want to meet up
What's up,
together,
Nuno?
potentially all run alters. And, well, we'll kind of work on that. But for now, we do have 3 maps. I know Lulu was talking a bit about how she was going to be testing the waters in map number 1 and then maybe kicking it up a notch in map number 2.
Well, that's all Kraber dependent as well, and that's something that you can actually work with if you are choosing to run Alter, since she's a skirmisher and should have the ability to scan care packages, so you can get the best of both worlds, play the new legend, and pick up a red.
Yeah, she was absolutely crazy. We did get to sit in with a brief meeting where we got like a 30-minute overview on what season 21,
Who are all these
which
players?
is dropping on May 7th, is going to look like. But for our creators, this may be the first time that they've actually gotten their hands on the new Broken Moon. A lot of changes have impacted that POIs across the map. And one in particular, say goodbye to Promenade.
Honestly, I think a lot of people are going to be quite happy that Promenade is no longer a spot that they've got to rotate through. However, I'm still expecting a lot of fights at the POI that has taken its place.
Man, I'm not recognizing so many of these like content creators.
There's Sabs. We've seen her on the desk a bit.
Sabs, for
Maddie,
sure.
She's been here supporting, and I'm very happy to see her compete on the stage as well. I think she's going to throw down. She's absolutely cracked. Let's go ahead and pull up those rules so we can fill in the crowd here. What this is all about.
50 players.
3 matches, and debuting the new Broken Moon.
And all
Okay, so we're gonna be able to see the new Broken Moon map too. That's kind of dope.
Solos. I mean, I guess outside of the incredibly stacked lobby that we've got here, all the game mechanics
What's up, David?
are going to be the same. So the modified range.
It's Broken Moon Reborn, yes. No new map.
And the, of course, loot pool that was mentioned earlier. I think it was Girl that was talking about it. No, Rain Day mentioned it earlier about how when you pick up weapons, they do come fully kitted, which I think is really nice. It accelerates the pace of the game and lets you get right into
When you grab weapons off the ground, it's fully kitted.
You'll have fully kitted out weapons that you'll find across supply bins, and you
Don't
get
like that.
natural health generation. You will have to replenish up on those shields, but for the white meds, you should be able to see that regen.
All legends can detect if another legend is nearby.
Other legends nearby was one of the coolest features that I'd witnessed. I believe it was around 50 meters. So if you're entering a new POI, you'll get a UI alert kind of on the left side. It'll just say enemy nearby.
And it should give you a count as well, if I'm
Stop
recalling
talking and
correctly.
start fighting.
Girl
Oh my
teased
gosh,
something
Ross.
really important about respawn tokens, though, and I want to touch on it before we get into the match.
I'm curious.
If
Maybe
you
these
are going
changes
use a
to
respawn token, you
to
do
this
have
new
to use
solo
before
mode will
gets
make it
too
better.
late into the game.
I'm not really
There's a certain
sure.
Point, I believe it is around ring 4, as she mentioned. I think Girl might have played.
It sounds interesting. Like, I'm definitely interested to play some solos.
Respawn tokens do get cut off. You no longer have the chance to re-enter the game. Our players, however, are loading into the lobby, so I expect we'll be jumping in pretty darn soon.
I was trying to get a sneak peek of what our players are locking in. I did see a Wraith, which makes sense, right? You can hit that tactical, get out of dodge. I would imagine potential of Pathfinder, Mirage, unless people just want to get their hands on Alter. But for now, we just have to wait and see what the
Honestly,
stylistic choice of our creators are going to be. For match number
like
1,
Pathfinder has got to be.
Broken Moon, I'm so excited. Even the color looks different.
Okay, this looks pretty cool.
I want to see this in full res.
It's like a really dark skybox.
Rampart fan myself. We've actually got Rampart.
Where the fuck is he flying?
If I'm not mistaken, so I'm gonna have to go say hello to her later.
What are all these like?
With Genome picking up Rampart, not a whole lot has changed
hell,
about Rampart.
why can't I even
in the
think
new
about what they're
season.
called?
However, she should make good
Solar
use of the fully
panels.
kitted out weapons, and fortunately for Genome, seems like he's landing alone.
I was gonna say, this
So
is
he just
definitely
picks up
going
like
to
a
be one of the
blue
newer
or a
POIs.
purple
Now,
Havoc.
He did say that Promenade is no longer a portion of this. and
God,
I
that
was
looks
really
so
curious,
weird.
But for Gaskin on your screen, this is a place that I am familiar with. I typically drop
Lulu just
here
killed
and
somebody.
go for Alphabet.
Why are we not
A
watching
small
people that are
start. I
fighting?
don't think so. Who are we rocking here? Revenant? I'm not expecting. Oh, Onset, he said he had hands and he wanted to drop immediately onto him.
And dropping onto Conduit is going to be a real test of skill, having to shed through shields.
Who the fuck was that Conduit? Legendary Doll? Was lost in the sauce.
Doll is absolutely amazing. She is a creator, hosts a lot of tournaments in her own right. And hey, you know, Clara, we're known for playing low but she's locked in the Conduit.
I gotta tell you, Tiff, I'm scared of these support legends. They are incredibly powerful, although they're notably missing a class passive. Clara kicks in the door with the bold hemlock, should be able to take a fight close range.
Oh, Clara, biding her time. That Radiant transfer. It's going to be on that cooldown, but she's got high
Oh wait,
down, and
so you
another
look at
player
how
looks
fast
to
she
have
heals.
Made their way in. Elsewhere, I just want to point out that Gaskin took down Glitter.
Oh wow, that's cruel. That's messed up.
interesting. That's interesting there.
I like that Clara is sitting here controlling the height, waiting for
Anyone ever watch Girl Comp? Not a ton, but I don't know what that person was looking at, but they were looking the wrong way when they're getting pushed. And I don't care if it's guy, girl, lost in the sauce.
So confusing cutie is going to be
Oh!
starting to walk up. Should know who's in the area. Well, Joe hits a nice sentinel shot.
I know, he immediately celebrates, but for confusing QTs, you're still working on getting into there.
Doesn't close the door behind her either.
You know what? It's fine. You don't have to. It's Revenant. He's a villain.
Uh-oh.
We're still working, weirdly, with so many white shields because people just have not rotated anywhere and don't have a team to be collecting kills for them.
Wait, didn't she just pick up an Evo Cash?
She's playing with the talent buff, she said. Trusting that she can do anything. Already on blues as well with the new and buffed up Octane is facing down a full ult rev.
Oh no.
One of my favorite plays was Terra. No! Something potentially. We'll have to check that game right there. But for Vicky,
Their controller died? What the fuck was that?
Vicky, this girl, whenever she walks into her room, immediately pulls out her phone and just starts filtering through all of her ranked play clips. And she's just, oh yeah, but look at this one. Listen, well now you're live on broadcast and we need to see it.
I was wondering whether she'd play Bloodhound. I know that she tends to favor this legend, but for right now,
why are we watching the casters play instead of like Fade, who's got like 7 kills? Why are we not watching Fade with 7 kills?
For now, we can tell with the highlights. I think Dunk's completely lost.
Or Noko.
Here comes Sheila behind him, and
Oh my god, this guy just got fucking mowed down. What the hell is this broadcast,
I
man?
understand, man. Now, granted, he started his own company.
Tifa just died in the kill feed.
Media production, work behind the scenes, and has been
Also,
producing some
Noko's
content
playing in this. They didn't even show him.
But for Kareem, we've got to have Kareem.
They didn't even
fans
show
in the
Noko.
stands. See, I hear it.
I did notice that.
What the hell?
I've become a Korean fan just watching the perks that he's taken. The lower Sheila cooldown, it lets him get right back into the action once again.
Yo,
Nice use of the
Bobo,
Spitfire
much
as
love,
well.
bro.
Should
Thank
get
you.
Kareem a kill, but we've got some crazy movement in here.
I'm sorry. Anytime I see someone moving like that, I'm like, is that Fade? Is that you?
Wait,
Is that you?
Kareem? Yeah, I think he's gonna go.
It is
down.
Fade.
It was Fade. It was Fade.
It's almost like we kind of know what we're talking about, just a slight bit.
Oh my god. That I see that kind of movement in my games, and I'm like, you know what? You win the fight already. I'm lost. The increased ring speed though is definitely catching a lot of players off guard, and that definitely includes.
Ooh, nice shot by a prize. A prize is in this, and they didn't even show him in the intro.
Prize out here with the amped up Sentinel, looking for a hip fire, but this is where you get to see the alter tactical in play, and a lot of things we're still figuring out how deep you can actually go with the portal. But see ya, Natty.
That's just cruel. Genome spots this from a distance and actually gets some nice shots. A shield break, in fact, onto the Rev in front of him.
Bobo with the
Hit Liz,
gifty.
takes
Thank you
down
so much,
Kareem
man.
Cheese. This should be
Appreciate
the
you,
end of
brother.
Kareem's,
Let's get
journey
that on the board.
in this game as respawn tokens
Thank you,
should
thank
have
you,
been
thank you, man.
exhausted. This is audible.
Oh, he's just waiting. Just don't come outside. Whoever you are in the building, stay in there. It looks like a caustic to me. You belong inside. This is scary.
If I've learned anything today, it's that the commentators, they play dirty. And if I gotta say, I'd probably do much the same.
Look how locked in he is, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, come on, I dare you. Open that door.
I like that he's got the mic down on his headset too. Like, to calm to who? Oh, yes! Locking the doors! This is honestly getting pretty tough, Tiff. And with the ring as it is, the next round closing in soon, you're gonna have no choice but to walk into Genome's Sheila.
Here we go. 1 second left.
Man, what are we doing watching the casters here? Like, what is going on?
Genome's gonna have to move too. This is kind of worrying.
How about them Canucks? Dude, I know.
Making their way
They played
up.
such a lame game, but they made it to the second round, so it's good.
Morg's been taken down to the kill
Like,
feed.
so
Dre Noah
defensive.
Finding a knock with the Volt.
Okay, Drum. All right, we see you.
Leveled up. Got my upgrade.
Tactical cooldown makes a sense here. Already on 3 eliminations and sets their sights towards the high
Newcastle?
ground. You know what? Maybe they just wanted the bigger hitbox. Fair.
Like,
it makes no sense, but I respect it.
I know that this is not like a comp game, but when I see Newcastle in solos, when I see support legends
Poor
in
Maple
solos,
Leafs,
I'm just
dude.
thinking, well, you're missing a
They
whole
did it to
passive.
themselves.
Conduit makes sense. Lifeline makes sense. Well, Gaskin takes out Genome, one of their own, and Drum, well, we've got to face off with a few.
Ooh. I don't know who's playing Mirage on the other side of this, but
He got lucky there.
Have to respect them. We are seeing health regen kick in, though, allowing him to get a little bit of a faster
They always think
reset,
it's their year?
jump back
Yeah, so
into the
true.
action even quicker. We are moving down, however, as respawn tokens are being exhausted.
I
Only
see they
just
didn't
above
invite
30
Tiff
players
C. I wonder
left
why.
as Dre
No
Noah
clue.
keeps collecting kills.
I didn't even know this was a thing until today.
Kills here in Dry Gulch, and we get the audio cue that someone pops up the zip line.
Newcastle.
Immediately shoulder peeking from out of cover.
Who is playing Newcastle? I think, is that Case? Case actually might be the one playing Newcastle, just based off the audio so far. We got a lot of players in this area, though.
Baby Nikki finding some action there in the kill feed. I've always been a fan of her. She's a great content creator.
I'm actually excited to play this mode.
Super skilled.
Yeah,
Well,
about
that
2 hours,
Mirage,
Bobo.
He just like me for real.
What's up, Davis?
This Mirage player is actually a fantastic actor.
This was a surprise? Yeah, it really was. I had no idea this was happening until I was trying to figure out what time the event started today. And it was like, honestly, it's kind of disappointing. Like, the EA or Battlefy, EA, Liquid, Pedia, or whatever it's called, like, there's literally no information on start times and schedule for the event other than Sunday. Why doesn't he throw a grenade? There you go.
Caustic is a nice pick, but it is unfortunately not very mobile, and he's kind of chunky. At least inside the smoke, he'll be good, but Case was putting the pressure on, and unfortunately has ring priority. I don't even know if that's something.
Oh, nice swing.
It's not something she has the chance to think about anymore. Nice slide from Macro.
The swing from Macro, a dangerous. Well, Gaskin, I got word that he's one of the last.
The fact that there is no times is wild, dude. It makes no sense. Like, I found an article that told me it was at 10:30 this morning Pacific Standard Time, and I was like, oh, this is the only thing I can find. This must be it. Wrong.
This whole thing, but with a wingman in hand, yes, that's right. You're seeing this correctly. The wingman is back on the floor next season.
Oh shit. Oh, and an 86 heady with the wingman.
Can we get another? Because hear me out. The wingman back on the ground. No digis. Cannot be attached. And well, to be frank, digis don't even exist anymore. They're vaulted.
Wow, Noko takes him out. That is some real cold play. And we already know that somebody's right above him, so Noko took a risk for this. Ports up to the roof, but doesn't end up taking it. Instead, fighting things out on the ground floor. Here we go on Alter. Now, it is a long cooldown on Tactical, so he doesn't have that to chase you down just yet.
Noko's lost.
Searching out just one person is so difficult.
There's a lot of really fun things you can do with Alter. If you have a gold helm and you pick all
Girl
the
has a
perks to
Kraber.
reduce the tactical cooldown time, you can essentially chain it because it'll be a 15-second cooldown that goes through while that portal is active. But for Girl, lock it in the Pathfinder, which is a Sorry, Jared.
Oh shit.
Sorry, Jared. We found the Kraber.
Jared just got fucking clapped.
That was some real cold patience from Girl, waiting till he sat by to heal. Prize still with the Havoc. Caused some serious havoc earlier, but that was with the Sentinel, and now swapped that out for a Peacekeeper.
I like that if we're going to have a fully kitted Havoc here, there's no turbo.
Oh, a Prize. What are you doing?
Prize going under fire. Now, this is one of the most familiar Broken Moon zones that I am used to, aside from it just actually pulling further into the
Tuesday gameplay is going to be wild. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm probably going to do like a solo stream. Noko just got fucking shit on.
In the open, strafing on Noko. Draynella from up on top from one of the best.
Yo, Draynella, did you not see
for game number 1 has
that guy right there?
Kills so far.
He's got the high ground. This is exactly where you want to be. The only thing about it being solos is you have to watch every climb up, every zip. And on Horizon, well, you don't really have anything to fend stuff off, but it makes sense because it's the kill leader. But Prize, he's been getting mixy, looking to unseat Draynella as the kill leader.
Looks for the nade. Should be able to enter this, no problems. Another decoy goes out, but this one will not save you. Lulu snags the kill, however, leaving a Prize with just another player to hunt down, but ultimately empty-handed. Could still lose this 1v1 as well.
I like how we're kind of trying to force them in a particular direction.
115?
Wow, you didn't have to do Lulu like that.
Instantly getting jumped on. There should be shield swaps around here. Prize isn't going for it, though. Sitting on the door instead. This ring is seriously going to hurt, but he's cool, calm, and collected. Taking the other door, has zipline to get up ahead. And with a grappling hook, now gets to turn around and gatekeep. Another huge pump with the PK. Goes up to the next level, but we've got time to reset, it looks like, on all sides.
But this is why I love Apex Legends. You remember in the Yuka interview when he was saying what separates Apex Legends from other games? It's the movement, the stuff you can
Sabs
do
just
like
got
that.
fucking
Oh,
ripped.
we've got a new kill leader.
She's just gone. Sabs just disappears. Another couple PK shots while we're running low on ammunition. He's only got 4 shots left in the PK.
Well, you know, if we hit for more than 9, you only need a couple.
Grabs a few more. Prize is restocked, takes up to the high ground, and this is a nice position to play from.
19.
Does have to out-trade those on the low ground, however, and now is being focused by multiple players.
Oh, spare ammo on the ground. We were able to re-up our numbers, and let's see how we navigate this. Down to the low ground, and I see it, and I'm like 36. The grapple to reposition, take high ground, but man, these people are moving all over.
Honestly, the movement on this Pathfinder has just been ridiculous. That's another
Baby
kill.
Nikki is out.
9 kills now from a Prize.
At least we're finally watching, like...
Well, at least Baby Nikki made it into the top 5. I think Pearl's still alive as well. And again, through the rafters from above.
That was a really good play by our Prize.
Stop a Prize at this point.
This guy isn't real. He's real.
He's amazing.
Play Apex Legends like this. The next ring, though, is taking us all
Oh,
outside.
Noko's back in it. He used one of his respawn
wild that I'm gonna
things.
say this, but a Prize is the one with zone prio.
Well, even if he didn't have prio, we just grapple around, zip line, use the movement, make their way over there. But no.
Yo, they changed the outside of this building so you can go on it now. On like the mid-level.
Oh, we got our sights set on one.
I can't help
Pathfinder is a Prize.
through their head in a 1v1
Yes.
like this, now making it a 1v2.
Oh no, maybe not. It looked like there was like a ledge or something.
This Rich could be incredible. Girl up on high with the Craver, wants the win and still has 5 shots. That's more than she should need.
At this point, I don't even know what Girl can't do. She can cast. She's a content creator. She's been a professional player. She's competed. She's amazing at everything that she does. And yeah, well, a Prize over here.
This is like a glazing fest right now. What's up, Corey?
Honestly, being focused out so hard, a Prize is going to have a real difficult time, especially when there's somebody with a Kraber up top.
Nah, that Kraber shot's like fucking borderline impossible to hit. Wait, there's a caustic crouched! There's a caustic crouched! Thank you!
Actually, it's Noko that ends up taking the kill from low ground on Tony.
All right, energized zip line in play. I just want a 720 no scope.
You do take less damage on this, that's 1.
All right.
Doesn't get another use of it. Girl spots somebody inside. Isn't going to turn around to deal with them. Instead, there are sheet shields just behind her. Has to look out. Is out of the building. Comes a Prize. Girl takes to the grappling hook. Naked Kraber shot does not land. And
Noko wins.
On the low ground takes the win in game 1.
Oh my gosh.
Noko. Good shot to Claire right there, but that's gotta feel feel good, right? The new Broken Moon, you rotate through it, you learn a lot, and
That was actually pretty
it
fun.
makes sense.
Oh, solos are gonna be fun, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Who in chat is stoked about solos right now? That's what I want to know. Anybody? Anybody not stoked about solos? What's your honest opinion, guys? Almost a nasty ass Kraber play. Facts. Facts, Matt. How you doing, bro?
With the peacekeepers that we're seeing in the lobby, that gun is feeling particularly good next season.
It's been looking good. I just want to see more of the new POIs. Maybe
Solos was always fun. So Regan, that sounds like they don't interest you, Davis? Interesting.
We're going to jump into an interview with Stella in Noko here just shortly. And look, he's getting ready.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, oh my God, I'm a little nervous.
Hello, I'm here with Noko. Dude, how you feeling?
A little nervous, but it was a lot of fun, so it was good. The new legend felt great.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were one of the few people who picked the new legend. How did she feel with your competitive energy and everything? Are you going to be using her a lot more?
I'm definitely going to be using her a lot more. In the end game, it's kind of like a Wraith Q when you take no damage. So I popped the Q and took it so nobody could shoot me so I can get closer to them. And it's like, her kit is endless. It's so fun.
Yeah, how did you feel with the kitted weapons? What weapons did you run with?
Ranked solo being wild? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be ranked, though.
Like pick up the L-Star, but I couldn't find
Not good enough for solos?
So I ended up switching to the R301.
The fact that you're wearing that hat means so much to me. Even more respect. Hey.
Second game?
Second game.
Oh, yeah, man.
Back to back. Sure, I'll do it. Again,
It's a sad thing.
I'll try again.
Yeah,
But he's a legend.
Yeah, all right, well, let's see who the
What's up, Lee? I think it'll be good for those times when you can't find a good teammate. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good way to focus on your own individual gameplay too, right? Like, takes like 1v1 practice, isolating fights, rotations, all that stuff is going to be really important when it comes to solos.
Talk to me, man, just, about the vibe in LA, getting the whole
Not stoked because I'm not good at Apex. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Apex Legends bringing all the homies together to have a great time, and the fact that we're all here, I think there's 3 or 4 of us up on this stage right now repping SOAR, so it's a great time to be here.
In time for the wedding, perfect gift.
One of the things, Drum, is we've had a chance to hang out at TwitchCon. We had a chance to hang out at these
Good way to warm
events.
up. Exactly.
Something special about the Apex community, man. People just so down to earth, so relaxed. But right now, I feel like you don't feel relaxed because this is actually a tense lobby, man. What's going on in your mind playing in this? Everybody's a little nervous.
Yeah, no, I've definitely got the nerves a little bit, but the first game is done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Noko can't come away with a back-to-back, so.
You can't let him get that one.
Not at all. So we're coming in hot. Okay. So it feels good for next game. It's gonna be a great time.
All right, to make sure Noko's confidence stays just a little low enough so we can all hang out with him a little later. Thank you, SOAR Drum Bum, everybody. We're gonna go back to the casters, Tiff and Dia, for some more action. Game 2 on the way.
I love the drum bums out here trying to keep Noko humble. We cannot let them. I did see all the SOAR guys in the stands. They have a big crew here, Max in the stands cheering on everyone, and it's been really fun to see the community. I know I said it yesterday as a whole, but today, now that all the seats are already starting to fill up and secure their spots to cheer on their same seats, yeah, it's been good. But for now, guys, we do need to check out Noko's winning.
I don't know, guys. What's the over/under on a server crash? That's what I want to know.
I'm really curious to see how this worked out because, like,
server crash during the solos tournament. Do you think it's going to crash?
He's focused on using Alter's abilities to the fullest, and really in this case, looking at her tactical, you can see he's got ult on the ground already. But we saw him pick up a kill on Tony real quick here. That with an assist from Girl on high ground, actually. But at this point, Noko's just getting to bide his time and actually gets a little bit of scouting done by using the tactical early. Misfires it a bit, but with a climb up, gets to pass on through and get information on where everyone else is set up before committing to the fight. Nice dodge on the
How does he get information on them?
You're just waiting for everyone else to fight before you eventually come in for a third party on 2 different Pathfinders grappling through the sky.
That was very impressive. Noko locking in 9 eliminations, a prize locking in 9 as well. But you did get a solid display of what all.
I'll take no crash.
So the way I like to look at the Void Nexus
Yo, what's up, Manuel?
is if you're looking
Go get
to
hacked
make a
first.
push,
I don't know, man. It's been crashing all weekend.
if I'm not
It's actually
mistaken,
wild.
It's 200 meters.
It's actually
Is
wild.
that the duration? We can kind of run away from it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 200 meters. And essentially, if you're a skirmisher legend and you have experience with that, and you look to the sky and it scans the care package to tell you what it is, that is similar to how the interaction with the ult to recall will be. You'll find it on that horizon, and you press, well, for me, it's E. I'm mouse and keyboard, and that sends me back.
Yeah, whatever you're using to interact, if you change your keybinds, it is what it is. However, I want to make note for people who may be struggling to imagine this, since we didn't see a lot of ults used, and we're not, I think, going to see a lot of ults used in solos. It's just not very, it's not a very conducive thing to picking up a lot of kills. It's a little bit more defensive, and at least how I've seen it used so far. You do have the opportunity to jump back.
It's a get out of jail free card.
Sort of what I'd call like an intentional Rev ultimate. Back when Rev had the death totem.
Oh god, the death totem. Those were
I don't know about that,
days.
Alicia.
Back in the day when people would Rev-tain.
I think it's crashing because they don't put any money into their servers, and there's no dedicated LAN server, which is just fucking crazy to me. Like, why not just have a dedicated LAN server for LAN? Set it up. Come on, man.
I bet so. She's one of those players still moving around on Pathfinder as well. We've got incredible movement tech clearly on display, and I'm sure we'll get to jump around a few more content creators as well. I want to talk a little bit more in depth about the new season, and so with that, let's talk about the altar perks that we were mentioning earlier. Sure. You were actually the one to point out that yes, she's a skirmisher, and that'll let you.
They talked to the weapons guy for like 30 minutes last night. I saw the interview from the last ALGS where they talked to the weapons guy, and I thought it was actually good. I wonder if that's anywhere that I can find.
Nexus, her ultimate, is the one that lets you take maybe some aggressive pushes, come back, regroup with the team, but her passive gift from the Rift is actually one of the more interesting
And remotely interact with a death box to claim one item? I didn't know that.
Interact with death boxes from quite a distance. That's something no other legend has ever been able to do.
Yeah,
that's actually insane.
She's like a Loba, Wraith, Ashe, all in one, and that is her passive. And we did get clarification of if you're grabbing something from a death box, one single death
Altar
box,
looks like she's gonna be like really fucking strong.
Death boxes in that vicinity.
It was basically identical. It's on YouTube. Okay. Good to know. What's up, Drew? How you doing, man?
Off their passive alone. It's 2, 4, 6. You're just taking it all for the team.
In that way, I do think that she is remarkably built for solos. Everything here gets used in a match, even if you're just by yourself. She's got an incredible amount of survivability, of mobility, and of safety with her ultimate to make plays and know that if you just got a second to bat,
she's going to be too powerful. I think she's going to get nerfed after like a short amount of time, but I think she's good. Yeah. I don't think she's going to be OP. I think she's going to be strong.
He's been cooking up with ways that you can utilize Altar in particular with other legends because, you know, she's a Void Breacher. Think of other legends that have, you know, Voids, Wraith. I'm curious how you mix them together.
You also mentioned the perk tree earlier, so I want to jump into that real quick. See how this
I was actually thinking the same thing. Brad on Facebook put out a good question. Does that mean she can grab banners from a distance? I mean, we'll have to see on that one. I think that would be very strong.
Scale with her
very, very strong.
And late game to make her into your specific play.
Seer was very OP for far too long. Very true.
Get your ultimates back a little bit faster for your first perk, or you can choose Void Vision. Now, tell me a little bit about what Void Vision actually
Okay, this is interesting.
Void Vision is broken in a good way. So essentially, if you're using her tactical and you
enemy recon after exiting the tack,
1.5 second point where you'll be in the void, no one can shoot you, but during that moment you're going to get a scan of every player that is in that nearby vicinity. And isn't it also their health bars?
It is. So Void Vision.
Okay, never mind. She's gonna be busted.
Zephyr and I tested this extensively.
I'm sure you
little play test that we had beforehand. This is line of sight limited. So as you exit Void Vision, anybody who's in front of you, sure, you get their health bars revealed. However, if you're hidden by a box or, importantly, a bang smoke, this does not pierce. Void Vision can only see just as far as you as a regular player would be able to see. Now, when we move on to level 3, when you get a little bit more Evo, that's where things get even more interesting, and you can opt again into doubling down on the use of your ultimate and giving you more flexibility with when you're able to come back instead of always being beholden to the limited ultimate duration. Or, I think you were talking about this.
The infinite ult.
Yeah.
It's when you release a legend and you're just like, how cracked do we actually want Altar to be? Well, we're just going to slap on the infinite ult duration. Now, for those of you that might have a question around it, you can't have two.
They basically put 2 Preds in a game of diamonds.
It'll cancel out the other, or enemies can actually
whoa.
get out and destroy it.
I would say Fade is Pred level.
HP clarification.
if he actually played ranked. Noko, Prize, Preds, Lulu, Pred.
Is what I understand. All right, the other option, of course, when you hit.
Who else is in there?
level 3
Sword
is gonna
Drum Bum
be
is
the,
decent.
Tactical.
And then also,
Right, because that's what we were talking about.
what's his
Stringing it
name?
together alongside the gold helmet, you will lock
Dre is
in
all right.
an infinite.
Like there's some good players in here for sure. Girl's a Pred. Pred player.
Gas traps through
There-
them. So unfortunately, you just don't know.
I'm
what's
like
on the
missing
other side.
people
If you wanna go up,
that
hit
I just
the
can't think of
tether,
right now.
you'll send it.
You may have seen a few.
There's decent
of
players
the
in there.
amazing
There's decent
creators we've
players.
got up here
But
actually
you are
using
right. It is a
Alg's
mixed
tactical
lobby.
range. One of the things I want to point out about
And that
it, yes,
kill
I
on
see
the
that,
first
Nessie,
person,
is
that
that
first
you do
person was
have to
lost. I don't even remember who it was.
Use the tactical. This isn't something that allows you to kidnap other players. It's not something that you can use to grief, really, because you have to interact with the little line coming out of the portal in order
Girl
to
is
use
way
it.
overrated
You
and
have
likes to
certain
talk a
amount
lot.
of autonomy in whether
I
you
think
get
Girl's
teleported
great.
or not.
I got no issues with Girl.
TSG, Aurora signs. I saw Vicky. Looks like she was
I don't think
kind
she
of trying
like.
to
I think she
challenge
talks a lot,
Zephyr,
sure, but I don't
for
think
now,
she like.
jumping into match number 2
I don't think she like
alongside your match 1 winner.
has like an
Noko.
ego or anything, so I don't have any issue with someone who like
Up a fully
talks a lot in that regard.
far off drop. That is absolutely wild. A pretty nice skin for him to be using as well.
That was the first thing I did. I filtered through all of the high tier skins for Alter. I know exactly which one I'm using. It's got a lot of black in it.
Okay, so there's
It
Evo
looks really
caches
fierce.
in bins in solos. That's interesting.
You mentioned Vicky earlier. Those eyes she was giving Zephyr, those were scheming eyes, man. She's got something cooking
Shut
in
the
this
fuck
next
up,
game,
Ross.
and it is
Oh my
really
gosh.
funny to see, despite all the altar that we're seeing used, despite all the mobility with things like Pathfinder, she's really keeping it tried and true on Bloodhound, just like she always is.
She is locked, and have you ever heard her make her gun noises? Which I just imagine her having that third.
I
eye,
haven't, no,
revving up
Barber.
The rampage and just saying in her mind what it sounds like.
I can't decide if Vicky went the wrong way,
It's
or
fine.
if she is
Loot is king in
intentionally avoiding
solos?
conflict using Bloodhound. Not the way that I
to a
typically
degree.
see Bloodhound used, but Selenio actually got the chance to meet her at Champs. Real down to earth, getting real aggressive at the moment on Entity. Both of them on whites, while Draynilla also on whites. Takes the fight of their own.
He's only 3 Evo away from blue, and he's got the players setting their sides. Mozambique going through. But
That person gave up.
I would also give up in that scenario. Enough damage has been dealt, and at this point, it's much easier to use your respawn token, get back into the game, and try and find somebody to fight that isn't Draynilla.
what is this?
Oh my god, they 1v1!
The betray that she was not going the wrong way on purpose. She was like, you know what, the meep is a little bit of a 1v1 to see who is better, and at the end of the day, it looks like Zephyr bested Vicky. But for now, let's get the movement showdown on par here with Fade.
Okay, we're finally able to watch some Fade. You got Fade in this lobby, and we haven't even seen him like do anything.
In our first game, but Fade clearly has practiced pretty darn sweaty in these.
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Blood lately. Just saying.
To do it on has been since the game launched, and I can tell you that with the new season, that at the very least is not changing. Bangling with a longbow tries to open up a shot, but instead is going to rely on the tried and true Havoc Sans turbocharger to win the 1v1.
Hey, look, we see it every day in the Pro League. You don't
Oh
need
my
a
gosh.
turbocharger, you just gotta manage the
This is not a good spot to be right now.
Here, lock it in Rampart. I thought he was gonna emote and then stun on him.
That must be a keybind issue. I'm sure that he's got another keybind.
Loot pool is definitely buffed for this. They did. It is. It was
Onset,
announced.
however, has swapped things up, moving on to Wraith for that additional sweatiness.
It's so crazy because Onset was playing with Hodsick, I guess in a ranked game the other day, and they said they saw me in the lobby and they're like, here's the deal, we never saw you in the end zone, so I think you got torched. And I was like, you really don't have to call me out like that. And he's like, no, we were actively looking for you.
That's rough. That's rough.
It's pretty rude. But for here, Onset, on the mainstream, now this guy's actually pretty cracked at Apex, so we don't want to expose him. I expect him to fully be able to frag here.
Tiff, I mean, honestly, you're playing with fire. As soon as you start talking someone up, I gotta say that typically,
Can they see the ring?
Do not go super well for them.
They can see where the ring is gonna close into. Is that what I'm looking at right now?
Papa Jen asked me my prediction.
Like, you guys
He's
see-
just like, you are not. No, just run away.
Like,
Just
is that-
run away. And I was like, I got you, sir.
What the
I
fuck
got
is
you.
that?
That's a nice name.
It's
for
like
Onset.
forecasting
Actually
where the
disrupts
ring's
field
gonna
for a
close
moment.
to.
Just playing
That
around
looks
this
so
box.
strange.
It's only temporary cover, but I love that we're getting a look at the new Broken Moon as well. This is a closer fight for him as a nice shot from Entity connects, taking Onset.
That's what you get for having a long ass fight.
Not like that. Let's go over to Entity's POV and see if we can find some nice.
Yes, they can see the ring. What the hell's that? That looks so fucking weird.
Sniper at the beginning of the game to hit for 156 on the head, and well, there goes Glitter. This time to Sabs though. It wasn't Gaskin.
More desk on desk violence.
We need more.
I'm just gonna make a prediction right now. Unless it's Fade, no Wraith will win a solos match. Prize gets fucking rolled by Girl. Caution's in here. We didn't even see him.
We're looking to break in the door. PK for the fight. I love the thermite drop, and this is the way to approach that. Grapple to the roof.
They didn't even show caution?
Pull the PK out to watch the climb up.
In the whole
Nice
intro?
Door open as well to block the thermite, redirected instead. Another Peacekeeper. We know how important this has been in the end games. Nade on the floor is going to be no door for either of them, and now Caution's got extra mobility, being able to use Pathfinder Zip and the accelerated movement speed to get from place to place.
I was gonna say, if he hit for like 90 from that distance, I was gonna cry, but it's fine. We're still figuring out how to navigate around this building, and well, to be fair, the last thing you want to do is take a 1v1 against a Pathfinder that has all the mobility in the world.
I actually would Arc Star this, just to make sure that your cross is safe. It does look like Caution's taking control of the stairs, incredibly hard to push. And Arc Star clears a little bit more space before he fully commits to the fight. That is a big wide swing and two big misses. Caution's got
Dude, what the fuck is going on in this fight right now?
Just 5 seconds. Will this door last that amount of time?
I see the arc. I see the plan. I
There's
see
no
the
door
vision. There you see that passive healing.
This is probably
Passive
the most
healing is a
surreal
crazy thing.
1v1 I've had the opportunity to watch in recent history. Caution's got most of his health back, does find an initial crack. Finally, the Peacekeeper.
Oh my gosh. That fight was like actually sweaty as fuck for no reason.
A little bit of assistance from afar, as we did see a few more shots starting to come through. Fade, the movement that you talked about, right
Noko just got
around to
clapped.
Find another fight. Is going to be able to get out of dodge, but there's a lot of people around here.
I'm just gonna watch, take notes, and wish I was this good.
This is a way you can learn. Genuinely, watching pro players, watching high-level players has made me better. It hasn't made me as good, but it's made me better.
It makes me think I can do it because they make it look so easy, which is wild. But they have just thousands, well, I also have thousands of hours in this game, but no, not
Lulu's in there
movement like
playing
that.
Caustic.
Lulu, she said game number 2 was the move for her.
No Kraber just yet, but
A 30-30 will do for now.
we did discuss how good Caustic can be, especially around all of these movement legends. His ability to slow you down is really helpful. It does require that people actually breach the area though, and unless we get some really cheeky alters, I don't think anybody's going to be trying to pick a fight in Lulu's Kingdom.
Oh, for the queen of APAC South, Lace on your screen. Went into fight here against Mina. I love that they drop the shield and you can just pick it up and swap, but with that next zone and playing Octane, that's the way you want to move throughout. But for Zephyr, who claims to be good, claims to be the king of EMEA, he just took down Baby Nikki.
Okay, Zephyr said we shouldn't be observing him in these games, but after taking down Baby Nikki like that, I've watched a lot of Baby Nikki streams.
You missed my beard? What's up, Josh? How you doing, brother? Missed you, man. How you doing? Wingman on the ground is gonna be fun. It really is.
The amount of people in the area takes another fight. PK on a running Pathfinder. Will Onset be able to do it? No, he cannot.
Loses out to Jingtong, back on to Caution here, playing Ring Around the Rosie. This match,
The fuck is a crypto doing in here?
able to get out with a sliver of time.
Using drone to body block a bit of damage. Probably not its intended use, but certainly something you'll see high-level crypto players doing when they need to.
High-level
Still
crypto players. What the
locked
fuck
in
is
and has
going on?
Really played well around the buildings. Now has a lot less cover though, a lot less doors to reset behind. A mistake around this rock could easily cost him his life.
Oh, hip fire from afar. PK for the close range.
This is the most aggressive use of crypto drone I've ever seen in my life. Hitting for 9s. Finally, Caution connects for a bit more damage. Grapples out to safety, but crypto rules all.
Sab just shit on him.
You know her, you love her. You've seen her on the desk. She's competed under Phoenix Legacy. She has been in the ALGS for EMEA. And well, right there, she takes the best player for a brief
Josh,
moment.
I'm in the same boat, man. I'm in the same boat. Lulu just claps him up and then gets knocked.
Lulu dies immediately.
Get him, Crypto.
Finally
Right.
having to exit that caustic kingdom. Baby Nikki's back in the game using a respawn token, and Girl is hunting for the PK. Scans the care package, and Devotion may be good. It ain't what she's looking for.
Oh, that's right. The Devotion back in the care package. I heard that
The Devotion in the care package is going to be fucking OP, chat, by the way.
It's nasty.
It's like more bullets and the recoil. The recoil gets smoother as you empty the clip, like a Rampart, like a Sheila.
Could be one of them, as he's not been able to get out of this building just yet. Joe, with the Ash, finds enough damage.
Enough damage. He's almost at 1,500. He's 7 eliminations. That means we could potentially
Who the hell's
see
Joe?
a new high kill player over both two maps. I need him
The
to best
Devo
of
and Rampart is going to be nuts. It really is. Like, really is. Holy.
Give you a small teaser. Ash did get a very small buff, but more of what I'll call a quality of life uptick for
Oh,
next
God.
season. Should be feeling pretty darn good about that. Natty feeling good about the kill. Does not feel great about the disengage. However, there's very little cover in this area, but shielded from both sides. It looks
Tony
like
Romero's playing? Oh, man. Tony Romero's died his own.
Fade collects the KP.
They didn't even show Tony. It's all the like, dude, I don't understand. That like introduction of content creators playing in this was pathetic.
It's a good spot to be in.
Lots of cover. And Joe,
The solo's out. It'll be out on Tuesday. Tuesday, Packer.
We have the entire Joe fan section next to us.
I don't know if you guys can hear it on broadcast, but we've got a Let's Go Joe going.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Does start to move around the edge of the ring. One of the interesting things about this, we talked about it last game, Sabs this time is the one with ring prio. 10 players left. She could come out on top.
I love seeing her lock in the
How does she have ring priority?
Because if you think about it, every time we've witnessed her in the ALGS, it's always locking in characters like Watson, looking for information gathering. But for Joe's
pushing her.
And for Joe's fans, trying to take down, the stare comes through, the 1v1.
Oh shit. Joe gets fucking shit on.
You are not trapped in here with Joe. Joe is trapped in here with Sabs.
Oh my gosh.
Still has ring pro.
Sab's like comp player for the female scene and is very good. Has like also shit. She's also done broadcasts. It is Fade. Fade's got a Devo and a oh my gosh, Fade.
The Devo I can confirm. That was plenty of damage to clean up Sabs. Noko, winner of last game, has made it again into the final 4 players.
So we have Noko, Dunk, Fade.
Fade's on the roof now.
And for now, this right here, we get to see Alter in action, fakes out the tactical, still has it for a few more seconds to be able to go in and interact with the tether to shoot up towards the high ground.
Do you have to interact with the tether?
I like the way that Noko does place it, however, at least giving the idea that he could get aggressive, constantly keeping anyone else on their toes. Even with 4 players left, we aren't seeing a lot of other people poke their heads into this 1v1. It's relatively isolated for Noko.
Noko versus Fade 1v1 right now.
I am seeing a few other people waiting outside. As soon as one kill goes down, it is going to be third parties galore. L-Star still in hand. Plenty of ammunition for now, but not a lot of damage being traded back and forth. I love the utilization of the quick shield swap on this corner, moving things up so that he can play a little bit more forward.
So we have Girl still in the lobby, but this ultimate battle between Noko and Fade. Now, he's a big fan of the L-Star. He said it in his interview. I've seen him get crazy and lock in the 3x on it. He just really prefers this weapon. And for now, that door is a saving grace. But this is where the portal could come through. But another player wants to get in on this.
Oh, Noko!
Never want to be in between two players. Really well played from Noko, though. Dunk, as you mentioned, one of the last few remaining with 3 left. Fade is still playing off of the low ground. Dunk controls the height. Another Ash Enjoyer in the top 3.
But for now,
It is a Kraber and a
Yeah,
Devo.
it's a Devo. I know what it feels like to take a body shot with a Kraber. It is not okay.
Wow, that was fast.
See? Yeah.
Devo should be able to finish this off. Here he goes. Following through with the fade and movement is going to clean up almost another kill. That is real flesh on the Pathfinder. Ends up finding him around the corner. Almost loses his shields. Quick shield swap. Leaves Fade in the 1v1, but he eats a thermite immediately. Dunk comes in for the third party. Will Dunk be able to do it? Fade takes to the roof, using the Into the Void. And with just a second to reset, I think Fade's got it. Clutches up with the shield that comes on out with the Devo. And shoots
Oh shit.
Dunk for the win.
Well done, Fade. That Devo is nasty. That Devo is gonna be nasty next season, chat.
Here in the Galen Center.
Well done to Fade.
So freaking cool. That was so cool. You can tell. I know that Fade didn't want to do the interview with Randy. He had to lock in, and at the time I
That was
was
sweet.
thinking, come on,
That was
it's
sweet.
Solo's tournament.
I think we
Surely
got
you're
one more
able to do
match of
more.
this.
I cannot fault him with plays like
Not exactly
that.
sure.
Great escape from Dunk,
I think they
who
said there's
had
3
really
matches.
Excellent timing on the third party. Thermite landed almost immediately after Fade shield swap.
Like everything that he did, I was just like, yes, this is great. He's gonna
Fade
lock
doesn't
in.
play
We'll
pro
drop
now.
it in a YouTube video, I'm sure soon. It's gonna get hundreds of thousands of views, and it's gonna be great because they are so fun. But regardless, think back to using the portal to take to the high ground. You only need about 5 seconds to pop the bat, and he has just that amount of time, constantly shoulder peeking from behind the box to make sure that Dunk hasn't pushed just yet, and it was done in style.
That movement should be out of the game. Impossible physics engine with the lurches. Well, it's all super glides and tap strafe, right? That's all it is.
Was really taking players apart so quickly. The very limited rev up time on the Devo, with the Havoc already being one of the favorite weapons of this season, is really on display.
I was very curious. I still haven't seen all the reworking surrounding the Devotion. I just know that from what I was told, it got absolutely juiced in a good way. So we'll have to see what that looks like for our teams. But in the time being, let's go ahead and throw it on over to Stella to see how Dunk feels after getting faded on.
And with this camera.
Definitely not a casual. No.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does
So
everyone
I
in the
feel like I
chat?
saw you shaking.
You guys should all know who Fade is, right?
Yeah, I feel, I'm shaking. Unbelievably nervous right now. I knew it was Fade in the end. He super glid over the roof, and from then I just started panicking. Obviously, I'm not built for this, so I was roped in very last minute, but I'm stoked to have got second place.
No, I think a lot of us were cheering for you. I mean, it's one thing to go up against Fade. I mean, when you realized it was him.
No, there
you
are
kinda just
casual
go,
players
well,
playing in this
Yeah,
solos
I kinda
thing.
really cast out of the bag. Like he's gonna win this. And I think that made me like panic more. But when he took the Wraith portal over the roof, I had no idea where he went, and I was like, he's just doing Fade things on me. You know, this is why he's one of the greatest content creators in the world. So.
Yeah, no, amazing job getting second. Good luck on the third. Hey, Zephyr. I saw you looking at the scores. How did you feel about this? We saw you play. You actually took down Nikki.
I did. I got the chance to at least eclipse her when she came in the zone, but I also took down Vicky as well. We had our little own 1v1 showdown.
He landed on me. It was one-sided. He landed on me. He was screen peeking, by the way.
Oh my, how could you do that to her?
If you can't handle the PK, what can I say?
Okay, but you landed on her. What?
He's throwing. He's throwing.
You came at me.
You landed on me.
Okay, all right, hold on. We'll have like a WWE match for this later. Randy, what do you got upstairs?
Who do I have? Well, this is an elite booth, guys. Notice there's not a third person here. I don't know what, but these ladies somehow got some special privileged treatment, and that's okay. You know, working with Sabs and Natty before, great to meet you.
They're wearing the
great to
same
see
suit.
you.
They might be.
It's so cool to see the representation here in this type of moment in the arena. You've played for Phoenix Legacy. You're one of our only female competitors in the ALGS Pro League.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How has
Sabs
that
did
been,
play for
Sabs?
Phoenix
Yeah,
Legacy.
make some noise for that. Sabs, you know, pioneering in esports in that way, and you've also worked on the desk. So talk to me about
Vicky
what it's like
reminds
to
you of
be
Gloria
here and just your
Estefan.
experience in Apex.
Okay, so listen, that's totally two different experiences. Casting is so scary for the first time, and I feel like when I'm in the game.
No, Brighton. This is we're going into the third match of the solos, and then the ALGS championships will be on in an hour 30.
And do my job.
How has it been? You know, I know that there's a little bit of an alliance moist thing going on here. How has it been being friends, but also rooting and watching these finals, which are coming up in just a few hours?
I wish I could just sit here and watch the game and not stress, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you see them winning, it's the best feeling in the world. But it's been great. I'm sure you're in the same boat. Like, it's fun though. I'm enjoying it.
And it's been great to have you here as well. A content creator in your own right, Natty. It's awesome to see you showing up. I hope you get a win. It's going to be hard though. It's a tough lobby, right?
Last game,
Yeah.
easy.
Okay, Sabs, you were kind of close. You had a few kills. We're about to send it to game 3. Are you going to take this one? That's the question.
I mean, listen, that'll be my first time on Alter, so we'll see. I will try to show something.
Oh
Maybe
shit! I
I'll
think
get
everyone's
favored
playing
this time
Alter in
instead
this
of
last
Fade
one.
And, you know, show my skill on it.
All I hear are excuses from Sabs, like usual. So, new character getting Krabered. You know, we're going to send it back to Tiff and Dia because that's just classic Sabs. Okay.
Did
Good
you
luck.
really have to do her like that? You just had to go, all I hear are excuses. All I heard was that she's locking in Alter, and people were talking about it. Would we get an all Alter game 3? Dia, do you think that's going to happen?
No, I don't. Leave alone the fact that Fade is definitely going
Trolled.
to pick Wraith.
Trolled
There are
indeed,
also
Matt.
quite a few players that are definitely not going to give up things like Pathfinder and the movement that he provides. Because, well, Alter is a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people will find a new playstyle and experimenting with her. She fills a specific niche and doesn't really replace what any other legend could possibly do. Something about that Dunk interview really spoke to my heart, though.
What, that he was trembling from after that 1v1 with Fade?
I can tell you I've had that experience. I have walked in a fight that I know that I should win, seen a wall bounce and gone, you know what? It's over. I can settle for second.
That happened to
Wall
me
bounce,
outside of
super
Dry
glide
Gulch. It
into an
was
altar
a
point?
super glide
Maybe.
caustic, and
Maybe.
he was wearing the Joker skin, and I was mortified. But let's
Yeah.
go ahead and run back that
So if you're just
last
tuning in,
moment
this is
so
the
you can
solo
see it.
showdown, and we are able to see Alter gameplay, and we're also able to see the new Broken Moon changes, which doesn't look like a ton. There's like,
Is really the thing that starts off the fight. Otherwise, this could well have gone on for much longer. But the instant reaction time, the very quick movement to be able to find the kill on Girl, leaves Fade with a shield swap quickly, but then immediately into an escape because Dunk does a lot of damage to come in. He takes him down to just 60 HP.
And that is everything about the wind-up time on the tactical and the perk choices here, the cooldown on the raid, and this is where everything just all goes, not Dunk's way, but Fade's way. Look at there. He's like, wait, you guys are making me relive this moment in 4K at the Galen Center in front of thousands of people? Why you guys do me like that?
I think for my part, this was a really well-played game from Dunk. Being able to find second place, and on Ashe, I mean, what are you going to do? You don't have the mobility of something like Wraith. Just like we talked about with Alter, every legend brings something different at the table, and Wraith, from day one, has brought the premier ability to outplay.
I love that about Wraith and the premier ability to outplay. What about producing, right? We talked about Dunk. We saw him get dunked on by Fade, but here's the deal. Something that you guys might not know about Dunk is he is an excellent content producer. He works with a lot of large creators. I believe he's also working with Nicewig, but he made the content piece about the emojis that we displayed here, where a lot of people struggled on the Songjun one.
Yeah, that one actually I got pretty quickly, but I also think
Is Fade back up for TSM?
A lot
Her
of
whole should be
players,
concerned?
as
Yeah,
much as they
right.
focus on inter-regional
Yeah,
competition,
right.
unless they're reading the kill feed in scrims,
Alicia's
aren't
trolling.
really nearly as focused on those other squads that come from abroad.
That's true, but it's an international land. It's a global series after all. And
Congrats
maybe we gotta
on
get
the
a little more
20,
familiar,
Alicia.
but I heard Rain Day's in the crowd, and I'm curious to see what he's up to.
Well, I'm not in the
Nice,
crowd,
nice.
but I'm around it. Los Angeles, make a
Congrats,
little
that's
bit of
hard
noise
work.
here.
That's paying off.
Apex community, we love you. You know, I get to interview and talk to these guys behind the stage all the time, but I rarely get to talk to the people who watch, who are the lifeblood of this community. And also, I think I could see who you're supporting right now. It seems a little obvious. What's your name?
Roxanne.
Roxanne. What's your name?
Matthew.
Matthew. Roxanne, Matthew. Who are you supporting here today?
Girl?
That's a good question. It's confusing. Obviously, a lot of love for Girl. You guys, if you got a love for Girl, make some noise. one of my good friends and such a great content creator.
Aw.
Talk to me. Why do you guys
This
have
is,
these
like,
signs?
pretty
what does
heartwarming stuff
this mean
going
to
on.
you to be
It's
in
nice.
the presence of some people that you watch, that you connect with in the Apex scene right here, and being able to interact
It
with them
wasn't, but thanks. I eat nachos every day. Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love this
Lulu?
game. I have
They've already showed Lulu a couple
for 4
times,
years,
Barber.
and it's changed my life. Met so many new people.
I'll say this
They
too.
showed
What has
Lulu a couple
Apex
times.
done for you? She said it's changed your life. What does Apex mean to you as a game?
I don't know. I've been playing since day one, and I sucked for like several years. But actually, watching Girl is what helped me get better.
Wow, so this has really actually improved your KD.
Yeah. And I love being here. It's like the atmosphere is so much different, like being at ALGS.
So I would recommend that you get that same experience. And also to all of your teammates in ranked, we thank you, Girl, for helping his KD improve as well. Thank you, guys. We're going to get it back to Spider Tiffany. We're
They showed. He just won the last match. They showed him a little bit more, but they didn't show him much in the first match.
I heard the smack talk is
They were
already
watching, like,
occurring in the
random
lobby
ass
chat,
shit.
more
It
specifically
was like
surrounding Zephyr and
it's
Vicky Kitty
just
still.
so A-stream
I actually have some smack
bullshit where they
talk,
just
and
don't
I-
show what
I was told I have to say
should
it
be
on mic
shown
because if I
in
don't, then
situations.
production won't believe me.
Okay.
But
Zephyr actually lands
where's
on
the
me
B stream
all the
at?
time, and this goes out to everyone in the audience. If I am queuing with you, separate yourself when we're dropping. We will figure it out later. Zephyr, stop attaching to me and taking all of the loot when we're playing together. It is ridiculous and unsportsmanlike.
I can't say that I've ever done that. I have never looted on top of my teammates. I have never watched them open a bin and walked up to it and sucked up everything inside.
You have incredible guilt in your eyes, Tiff.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not like we've ever played together.
Oh my god.
It's not like I've ever been your pocket conduit or anything.
Oh my lord. All right, well,
All right,
one
match
thing's
3.
for sure, we're about to see likely some more folks dropping on each other as we get into our final game. Girl dropping in the new POI, using the new legend, giving us the best look at what next season has to offer.
Maybe everyone did pick Alter. At least we see Girl moving off the Pathfinder, and okay, thanks Entity.
I told you,
You're no fun.
Wraith is too good. You can't give up Wraith.
I actually have the most kills on Wraith, so I do believe.
I don't know, man. I don't think Wraith is like necessarily the best solo legend.
Maybe I'll get there. Now, on the other end of this, we had a couple Mirage players in the first game. We're seeing an increasing amount of Bangalores, and I do appreciate Sabs was using this. We're seeing it again. The ability to outplay that Bangalore brings, as well as in this particular game mode, the ability to control
Junior, I
that
like
space
kind
for
of
their ultimate.
I'm also really
lost
sad no one
interest
locked
in it.
Fuse.
It was really hard to find a
see that
team,
there's
and then
Fuse
when we
change.
had,
He locked it in?
teams, like it was
Well,
just
let's get it on
it's
stream
just
because we
like
gotta see. So,
I don't know.
believe
There's
one
a
of the
lot to it.
changes for Fuse is
Try and
you
get
can
like
actually scan
form a
rank
team, try and get
losses.
people practicing.
Yes,
People aren't showing up to
that is
practice.
absolutely
Like
true. Well, it may not
you
be
really need like a
particularly
really
useful in this
truly
game mode. It is
committed
another way to
squad,
get you Evo, which is
and it's not
nice,
the
and
easiest.
it does open things up meta-wise and competitive for people to run Fuse, play zone as well.
Good for
and
solo
hit
because of the
moves
small
relatively
hitbox.
early.
Sure, but
Lulu
like if you go up against a
actually
Pathfinder,
fully just
Pathfinder
looting,
does a
and Adam
damage
able to
exchange
fight.
on you.
There's not nearly as much wordplay or gameplay there.
Then,
Alter
like,
immediately jumps outside, gets beamed.
that grapple,
so
Wraith is
incredibly
dead.
quickly, and we find out that unfortunately it was
Every time.
Gaskin.
He's like, did that really just happen to me? It did. It did, Gaskin. We know that they are solid.
Clara
at
just killed
casting,
Onset.
But maybe we gotta work on the 1v1s.
Adam's still playing inside, though. He's just watched what happened outside. Still goes for the peek. And while he does not find the kill, looks like we've got some as Confusing Cutie takes out Gino.
Juliet here on the screen, locking in.
Why is there
Alter.
like a
I also wanna see how
three-way
people are gonna use
or
her
four
tactical to
people in this
maneuver around other
small
players'
area?
shots from the distance.
You've got some pretty wild range on the tactical as well. You don't have to be right next to it in order to take the portal. You can actually be about like 10, 15 meters away and still make it in jumping to the other side of whatever object you decided to portal through. Adam's finally made a move, however, disengaging completely from the fight that we saw earlier, and fortunately finding a couple nice weapons. We saw in the
I'm actually
distance,
stoked to
there's
play
going
some
to be a care
solos.
package
That's what I'm
dropping
gonna be
in.
doing
There's
Tuesday.
a chance that Adam could still loot up and hopefully get off white soon.
Okay, look, it's not a Kraber, but it's a Senti, and we see the ultimate be deployed and immediately start pushing forward. Should we need to reassess and fall back? You can see it on the horizon line. Instead, Mina is going to catch Lulu out of town.
Just from both sides, this was not a situation that Lulu was going to be able to get out of. Glitter Explosion on her last life. No more respawn tokens. Swings and misses as Malin takes her down.
I was so curious. She was really stressed about playing in this too. She was like, oh, I don't know if I can handle the pressure. She's like, I haven't competed since, you know, prior iterations and other titles, but for Joe, everyone knows, everyone loves Joe.
Fade just killed somebody again. Who is Joe? I have no idea who this is Joe, guys. This is solos right now, Cameron.
Okay,
We'll be able to hit him with the Let's Go, Joe.
It's a baby Nikki moment.
At this point, Draynilla has been really constantly searching for fights. You saw it last game. This game doing exactly the same. Onset really wanted to fight.
Dude, this fucking bruiser on a PK shit is wild.
The opportunity to get up onto the high ground using this legend and her tactical.
Those caches are for armor.
Because there are plenty more people.
Yeah, they're way smaller. They like you don't get like a full boost from it. And I think there's different color caches too.
I was like, is this real Onset? Is this you? But for swinging around the corner, PKs lace a little talent on talent violence.
Does not get to survive through that. I appreciated the way that Lace was playing passive, waiting for other fights to break out, but just didn't see Onset creeping up on her.
Joe Dirt, Joe Mama, you have an uncle named Joe. You can confirm it's not him. Y'all are fucking something.
You don't want to attract too much attention to yourself when we've got the level of player in this lobby that we do.
I love that you say that as soon as we filter through.
How many people are on white shields? Like,
Model Morg is a really solid content creator. She's got a lot of fans in the audience as well, cheering her on today, looking for her first elimination here in match number 3.
Just a little bit off of blue as well. First perks, super useful. We just got the chance to look at the perk tree actually.
Oh, this guy's dead.
Nice to see Morg getting to access some of those later game options. Sorrel gets taken down.
Noko just killed Caution.
Players, but the pace of game really going to increase later. It's Genome on the Mirage this time. Changing legends. Started with the Rampart. And now playing a little bit quieter on Mirage. Has a lot
They're
of
at work. His kill leader with 3 kills.
Options in the late game.
Okay, Vicky.
What's the gold guns? I don't know.
That portal for good use getting out. Clara now the new kill leader of the lobby, sitting at 3. I wonder if Zephyr's nearby.
Vicky actually just used the ultimate.
Oh.
That's how she got back here. Didn't use tactical to breach this building. Instead, went on an aggressive push and came back when it went wrong. We haven't seen a lot of players be able to do that, but we've got a few friendly hellos. Himalayas manages to find another friendly compatriot as neither of them have to fight.
Dunk's like, after what I experienced in match number 2, I will take any friend that I can make here. And well, that's exactly the altar skin I was talking about. That is my favorite one that I have seen. A little BTS. Nice try there, Dunk. Dre just got the best of you there.
It's important to note, we talked about the wingman being back on the ground.
The guy right in front of him. Oh my gosh.
Noticed is that the wingman no longer takes an extended sniper mag. It's now only 6 bullets in that thing. So it was the very
Oh, the new wingman is only 6 bullets? That's a game changer.
Moving in from the ring, eating red for right now. Has the revved up Rampage, one of her favorite weapons.
That's actually a huge nerf. 6 shots is not a ton.
Syringes. We should be fine to get into zone. That would be interesting to go out just like that. But for Zephyr, still, I feel like he's got Vicky in his sights and all he wants. But for now, Prize, that passive healing coming through, jumps onto the roof.
There's some pretty nice survivability from up here. Not a lot of angles that can shoot onto the roof. Mina's got high ground, and man, does it look incredible, taking out Zephyr with the last tick of damage being done by the ring. She's got a good spot in zone as well. Difficult to push on high ground.
So 34 people.
Options for cover. This is a great play from Mina.
Is it wrong that I smile as Zephyr fell? Because I would be so nervous to play in this, knowing people like a Prize and Fade and Baby Nikki Girl are all in the lobby.
It is wrong, but I don't judge you for it.
I know, I'm like smiling. And as we jump to Fade. Ooh, top down here. Nice shield swap.
Of course, Fade's got a shield swap. Of course
he does
Fade hits the jump off the zip line. Wingman in hand, remember only 6
Oh, he's
shots.
fucking whiffing.
4 of them. And jumps back for a chance to bat. This could be Fade going down, and I have to wonder whether he's got a respawn token for this. On the other end, Doll takes down a prize.
Still in this massive 1v1 here. And for a moment there, I thought he was showing that he was human, just for a second. Just a second.
You would be forgiven for believing that. The lie is told to you by Big Apex. Fade is not human.
Man, there's so many people just playing doors.
All right, Natty. Good talks to her right before this match. Grabs a kill onto Entity. Big Not Moist fan for her. She's been championing Guild, and I'm so happy to see how they do later on today in our match point finals. Oh.
Testing out if we can use tacticals here. As it turns out, we cannot. Mina does a decent amount of damage moving up on the...
So the ring also
tower,
moved forward faster, guys, by the way.
Survive.
But I would say so far from what I've seen of this new Broken Moon, it's kind of just the same fucking map. I'm not even gonna lie. So far, they changed like a few things, but all the rotations, map points, like everything looks the same. They didn't actually change much.
We just gotta get to the care package to snag it. For now, almost into the top 20 players. Less than half of the lobby gone.
Respawns will be deactivated soon. Couple of Crapers in here, and we're seeing some big value that you can get out of Alter with the ability to remote interact with death boxes. A Craper certainly would have done Selenio a lot of favors there.
Girl kills Lulu. Girl kills Lulu.
On board with Girl after just taking out Lulu. Ah, the tack.
Are these respawn token things just for
in my opinion,
this
the better
event?
Choice, especially in a solos mode. Your team can get a lot of value out of Alter's ultimate, but when you're playing on your own, you want the extra mobility, the extra cooldown and initiation that her tactical provides.
Here we go. A lot of our players scanning, getting the extra Evo to level up, but also finding out that someone took the credit.
Oh, shit.
Casey Dilla just gets the best.
Roko almost managed to do that. Some nice headshots with the Havoc, still the weapon of choice, but we've got a whole nother fight.
The fuck just happened there?
Immediately disengages.
Is for everyone?
Oh, but the chow comes through, and Dre Nilla hits the swing out. Look how he's so ice cold right there. He's like,
Dre's got 11 kills.
What do you want? What do you want?
Not even looking troubled. 11 kills. Our kill leader in game number 3. Draenilla has been incredibly consistent.
Everybody's using those tacticals for like.
For now, having the option available, having the escape later if you want it is really nice. Alternator with disruptor rounds absolutely shreds Casey. Draenilla.
Why didn't he go for a shield swap there?
To reset and find another fight. That's 12
He used
kills
his last
now.
bat instead of going for a swap.
Crazy. And into the top 10, we have Doll. I talked about it a little bit early on. She casts a lot of her own community tournaments that she hosts on Twitch and always looking to do what she can for the community. And Noko, L-Star in hand, as expected. Good Arc Star there.
Why are we tanking these Arc Stars? I suppose not a lot of places that look safe to move, but ultimately, Noko's still got a great angle, and again, is showing up in the top couple players. Might not have collected that kill, as I believe it was Baby Nikki on the other side, but no, it was Legendary Doll coming in from this angle. It ended up being the one to get another KP. 5 so far, has a limited amount of time to get into this zone, and there's not a lot of safety here, especially if you've burned Alter's tactical earlier.
Noko.
Well, I don't know how Alter's tactical would help her in the open, but
with the L-Star.
He's dropping down.
Oh, he's doing it. He's shallow. He's gonna take it. She's holding on. At the end of the day, though, we're into the top 5, and Doll has fallen. And Dre,
oh
your
shit!
Kill leader Fade, the movement god.
Fade is back, and now that Draenilla is gone, no more.
Fade gonna go back to back? What is this? This is Solo's tournament at LAN.
Fade fight brewing. How does he have a Craper again? We'll see if the scope ends up connecting this time. Quick scope does not work nearly as well. Fade and Noko are really hard committing to the 1v1, even knowing that there's another player.
And here we go. Just gonna focus on healing up for now. I'd imagine we'd reload the Craver and make sure our weapons are poised for the final fight.
I think you hear the L-Star and you know that it's Noko.
You see the movement, you know it's Fade. You hear the
L-Star, you got Sabs, Noko, and Fade left? This is actually decent.
Is completing the trio here.
No excuses, Sabs. locks it in, waits for the final. It could be that Alter is just the legend she's been waiting for. Fade trades a Kraber shot, but doesn't actually find the damage. Noko finally gets his shield broken and has to reset, but Fade's got high ground. High ground!
Dude just starts climbing. This is it's not the situation you want to be. If Fade, it has the high ground on you, I'm chilling. But there you see the ultimate come through.
A really visible disengage as well. This is something Fade knows has happened, knows exactly where Noko went, and we know he's chasing. Sabs still should have the opportunity third party. The fight is really going hard. Sabs has to get to high ground. Fade barely escapes, but I think Noko should be chasing this down. Sabs is just coming up to re-engage. Noko wants the kill, threatens the Void Breach, and finally swings around looking for Fade, but unable to find him.
This is the most scary thing I have ever seen. The show comes through.
Noko chases down Fade.
Noko takes it. Sabs moves it.
Oh, and she chokes it. Noko wins too.
From Noko's side.
In the end, those were some incredible shots from Noko.
Oh my gosh. No way she chokes those PK shots.
He hard committed to the engagement with Fade.
This is his second win.
Yeah.
He won map 1, then we go to Fade, and then we go back to Noko. Noko's gonna be like, clock it in the tweet. I'm back to competitive, guys. I'm ready.
Passion restored. Ready. Looking for
Damn, that was entertaining. That was good.
Honestly, after this, I'd pick him up. I'd love to see Noko actually play from Challenger Circuit and likely make
That was good. That was fun.
Oh, I mean, he could, 100%. He's still very skilled. He's been doing a lot
Take one of them
really
alien
cool
monitors, though?
content
Yeah, right?
lately that's been a joy to see, and he even switches some things up, but at the end of the day, taking 2 of our 3 matches here at the solo Showdown, it's very impressive.
That was so fun. That was
And
actually
it
fun to
looks
watch.
like this could be his season. As much as we saw him in these matches, he was really frequently using Alter and playing some awesome mind games with her tactical.
Here for the Apex girlies, I love the sides because there are a lot of female competitors on the stage. Natty and Sabs, their Sabs was just in the final 3.
Yeah, they're doing a good job,
Now
Matt.
they gotta go get ready to
They're doing a
cheer
good
on their
job.
boys.
That was a really excellent match. And again, really well done to Sabs. I think she took the trash talk from Rain Day to heart, had a good performance, pulled out a second place, and can certainly be proud of how she played in the solos match.
Speaking of playing in the solos match, we gotta go ahead and run back the winning moment.
It's actually a sweet
looking
fight.
at this from Noko's perspective was really confusing because we were stuck on it for a little while, and when we clocked the disengage, it was the following ring around the Rosie with Fade that really caught me off guard. We jumped between the two, but from Noko's perspective, he's already got a clean disengage, and the fact that Fade pushes this is wild. It's even crazier that Noko almost takes him down.
I was so worried because in the same situation, think back to the dunk engagement, as soon as he was able to roll away, we lose complete sight of Fade. And
Now-
then you spot him.
Yes, so seeing this back, there's a moment where like Wraith's leg clips through Noko as they both emerge from the void, but the Prowler shots were just incredible, and
Damn.
that's a level of cool, calm, and collected that you
All right,
only
Mike,
get
sounds
after
good,
a
man. Will
lot
do.
of time in Apex.
That is true. That is 100% true because he was definitely poised.
I
At the
have
end of the
I
day,
have no
not
idea,
taking
Mike. I
dunk, he's just
appreciate
like,
you though, bro.
I'm not
Whatever
used
you
to
send
this.
is
I
amazing,
create
man. Thank you.
content. That is what I do. And well, Noko is
Am I on
moving
kick? Yes,
69,
but not
like, just
not
a
right now.
content creator, but
Something's
also
going
so
on with
skilled
kick.
Yeah, this is something that, of course, if you've been around since the early days of ALGS, you've seen. I made a comment about the Challenger Circuit earlier. We've absolutely
I
seen
should
Noko
be on
throughout the
kick
Challenger Circuit,
tomorrow.
and
Hopefully, I'll
is no
figure it out
stranger to
today.
competition at the highest level. It was interesting watching solos as well, simply because you have such a different Apex Legends experience when you're playing solos. At its core, Apex Legends is a team game, and while I'm certainly going to be playing solos, to
The
see
gap
the
bothers
way
you?
the
Yeah.
game shifts when you don't have teammates that are able
See,
to watch
it
your
might
back.
be something
I
that we
do
just
love
gotta
the
get
way that
used
we've
to, though,
compensated
also,
for
right?
that a little bit in the new season, giving players a heads up when there are other people in their area, since you don't normally have the ability to do all that yourself, and you do rely on your team.
That's true. I play a lot of Wraith, right? So depending on if I'm grinding ranked or if I'm playing pubs, I'll change my perk upgrades. And the one where it warns you when teams are nearby, it's also very scary because I'm just like, guys, the voices in my head are telling me that there's a team nearby. Just so you know, I don't know exactly where they are, so I'm going to need my recon characters to figure it out, but it also works.
Yeah, Wraith is one of those.
Am I still contracted with Facebook? Yeah, technically.
Well, feeling like you can pull.
I am under partner contract. Yeah.
Clearly has in choosing the right path. One of the things that we didn't get as good of a look at because we were jumping through.
Do I teach people how to play? Yep. Yeah, I do coaching sessions, and I always offer all the information I can when I do play. And try and let you guys know why I'm doing certain things.
Because we needed another villain. We needed another villain in Apex. Think of how long it's been since Revenant launched into the Apex Legends scene. So Alter is going to fit right in, and I imagine she's going to be a staple when it comes to teams assembling their ranked Legend composition. But I'm curious to see if some of our pro players will get creative and start testing her out for a split too.
There's a lot of potential. I mean, if you think about it, she's our first Breach Legend. We do have Bangalore, which I think some people will use as an entry fragger. I think Maggie has attempted to perform some similar functions by brute forcing into a fortified encampment, but when you think about the way that Alter circumvents a lot of cover, a lot of defensive positions, there's just no other Legend that offers what she does.
That is very true. And also, we really didn't get a
good
look at
I didn't switch, but I multi-streamed to Kick, YouTube, and Facebook.
Completely imploded the center of the map when they took out Promenade. Now, I don't know about you guys in the stands here. A lot of us don't really agree with Promenade, and it seems like every time you have to rotate through the center of Broken Moon,
I think it needs to be sense with an E, which doesn't make sense.
There's no in between.
Well, I will say, whether you like Promenade or not, it is.
But I think it is in there as a hotkey.
You're not gonna have to deal with it anymore. One of the other things that is important to note, though, is that it's not just like Promenade was uprooted, completely removed from the game, and that's everything is normal. The rest of Broken Moon has really shifted. Yes. We saw that a little bit.
All right, so do we have like an hour break right now? Oh, I didn't mean to pause that.
And the way that Quarantine Zone actually has this whole bubble around it, that's completely reshaped a lot of the other choke points and trouble issues.
Yeah, we got like an hour break, guys. So I might just take a break. I'm gonna go eat some food, and then we'll be back for the ALGS finals at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna go take an hour break.
Give you a very different gameplay experience as well.
Because I don't really feel like listening to announcers for like an hour.
Awesome solo show. I'm so glad we could bring you guys a look at the new
and
friendly reminder.
And yeah, and then we'll be back for finals. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go eat some food, take a break, and then we'll be back live in about an hour. Okay, guys?
Thank you so much, Tiff and Dia. Let's give it up one more time.
Yeah, Junior, you can message me on Facebook, and we can figure it all out. I typically do like 2-hour coaching sessions and charge $50 for the 2 hours. Everyone that I've coached has thanked me and has talked about how useful it's been in their game and all that stuff. So something to think about. But feel free to shoot me a DM on Facebook and I'll get back to you, or Twitter. Those are probably the two best ways.
Oh man, it means the world to me. You know, being on the stage is always.
I'm gonna end stream. I'll be back live in an hour, guys. Play some Elden Ring. Oh my gosh, I'd have to do a massive update. Wouldn't work.
It is unbelievable, and I'm so thankful.
Fair enough, yeah, man. Fair enough. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in about an hour. I love you. ALGS is gonna be fucking fun. That solos event was actually a blast. Really enjoyed it. I'll see you guys shortly. Okay. Much love.
Can we bring him in?